normal. Let me check to see if I have gone live. And I do this every week, and then I go, oh, I don't know why I'm checking because I always go live. There's never ever any issues. But it's always a little bit behind. I can't see myself yet, but I'm sure I'm live. Right. I would like to welcome a very special guest that I met in New Orleans. And I'd never spoken to her before, except for the night before, I believe. So welcome to Gwen. Hello, darling.
Hello, how you doing? It's so good to see you again.
And you. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Gwen Johnson, and I'm a currently moving up fast, getting there real soon to a 2-star, but I'm a 1-star director with Travorium, and I live in Vancouver, Washington State. And I have to say it that way because there's a Washington, D.C., there's a Washington, on the west coast of the United States, Washington. And then I have to say Vancouver, because if I don't say that, they think I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought when you said Vancouver.
Right. And I've been with Travorium. My second year will be November 2nd of 2024. So I've been in since 2022.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How many trips have you managed to take in these 2 years?
I've taken, I'll tell you about I've been to, the first one was I went to a training in San Antonio, Texas. And I'd always wanted to go to San Antonio and, because I wanted to see the Alamo and the River Walk and different things. So I was excited, but the training was wonderful. And that's one good thing about, or not the one good thing, but about Travorium is we have excellent travel, just excellent travel, training. Yep. No matter where we go. And so it was San Antonio. And then the next thing I knew, I was in Las Vegas. And I'm trying to remember everything. But some of the major ones is I went to my first one. And actually how I got started is I saw a post on Facebook from my sponsor in the business, Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine. And she had posted, would you like to go to Dubai for $49? And Amazing. When I saw that, I worked on that and I went to Dubai in September of last year. As a matter of fact, I think it's probably been exactly a year since I went to Dubai. So I went to Dubai and then I started traveling more and I was back in Las Vegas. I went to Memphis, went to LA, and
so that's just in the 2 years you've been in this company. That's right. A lot of travel in the 2 years. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
And New Orleans.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. What's been your favorite out of all of those so far? Is that hard to say?
Yeah, that's really hard to answer because there's something wonderful about each location. I like to travel because I like to be able to see the actual, instead of looking at a picture, to see exactly what it looks like. So, I mean, all of the locations have been great, but I guess I'd probably say Dubai. And the reason for that is live on the West Coast, flew 7,400 miles away, 14-hour travel. And when I got there and my feet were on the ground, I said, wow, I can't believe it that I'm here. And Dubai wasn't even a trip that I was not on my life's list.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there, but it wasn't the number one.
Everybody thinks it's a bit too expensive. We can't afford it. So it's always put down and down. Oh, maybe another time. But yeah.
No,
I did Dubai in 2021 as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that way because who can resist a trip for 6 days and 5 nights, uh, for 2 people, breakfast
With
every day
breakfast. Yeah.
for $99. I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't even, I didn't even give it a second thought.
Yeah. I mean, there's a group out there right now, and they paid $7. So we get these spot sales every so often, flash sales. Like I'm
Mhm,
going to Prague in November. Yeah, it's in November for $1. I
mm.
did Venice last year for $1. So we get these flash sales now and then as well. Even though already our discounts are huge. It's amazing the discounts we get.
Yes.
I met you in New Orleans. We hadn't even chatted until I think the week before or a couple of days before New Orleans when Lisa introduced us and said about her brother picking us up from the airport. So I didn't
Mhm.
know what you looked like. But the first time we met, we clicked. It was like long lost family.
Exactly. I mean, like sometimes when you meet someone for the first time, you might just, give them a nod or a
Yeah.
handshake or something. It was a hug
Yep.
for you because
And
it
that
was
was at the airport. We met at the airport, and
Mhm.
I basically sent you a photo of me saying, "This is what I look like. This is where I am." And then I saw you, and you were talking on the phone to Lisa, and I looked over. I thought, "I bet she's talking to Lisa." And I went
Mhm.
over, and went, "Quinn," and it was you.
I
I think
know.
we asked a stranger to take a photo of the two of us together as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
The poor chap had a plaster on his leg, which we hadn't noticed. But I think New Orleans was absolutely amazing. It was such a good atmosphere. And to meet so many of the team Legacy. I mean, I'm not even part of the team, and I just felt at home with everybody. It was so, so nice. And that's, I think, one of the big things about the company. We are all, doesn't matter what team you are, we're all family. We all get on together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You were definitely, family because okay, you were the first family member that I met. And then when I got to the hotel, there was the next one, Michelle, and it was like I hadn't seen her for maybe 6 months or so,
Yeah.
but you get the big hug and you're just excited, just grinning from ear to ear, and it's kind of like a family reunion, a
Yeah.
vacation, and time to see the sights and enjoy the food and everything. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
I mean, even if you're a solo traveler, when you get onto a world tour, if you want to be solo, that's fine. It's not a problem,
Hmm.
but you
Hmm.
don't have to be. So I went to New Orleans on my own, but I had all you guys to hang out with for the first 5 days. And then I stayed a bit longer because I thought I've gone all this way from the UK. I've got to see a bit more of the sites. So I stayed I think 5, 6 days longer.
Hmm.
Um, and I actually missed everybody. When people were leaving on the Sunday morning, I had a few tears. It was like, oh my God, everybody's going.
Hmm.
So that was
Yeah.
quite, it's quite an emotional gathering, isn't it? When you all get together like that.
It is, and and we were fortunate enough to have that the one day of training, which is our
Yeah.
ambassador, Coach D. She's wonderful, and but
Amazing lady. Such an
yes,
inspiration.
yes, but to have that one day and get the training, and then still be able to go out and enjoy the city is amazing. And what one thing that it just really touched my heart is that I was able to talk my sister, one of my sisters, into going because the hotel that we stayed in, it was like 199 for 5 days and
Yeah.
4 nights. But I got in right at the very beginning, so it was 159, and I was able to take three other people with me, so filled that room up and just had a good time. And my sister, she was worried about how long is the flight, and the next thing you know, we get back home and where are we going next? So
Amazing. That's the way to do it. It's
yeah, yeah.
perfect. Yeah. New Orleans definitely for me was a special moment, but I'm off to Crete next week. I actually leave Tuesday
Uh-huh.
evening and get there Wednesday morning. And it's not just world tours, we've got getaway. So in New Orleans, I used the world tour and a getaway. In Crete, I've used the travel site. And because I arrive at midnight, and obviously you can't check in until 3 o'clock. I've booked another hotel for the night, and I've saved over 720, I believe, 20 or 30 pounds compared to the usual sites that normal people just book on. You think, if I've saved that on one night, if you had a holiday of 2 weeks and you're going somewhere, how much money would you be saving? So for this company, for us, we're not just making money, we're saving money. It's all money back in our back pockets, isn't it? So absolutely, I love what we do.
Yes,
And yeah, and it's just this family reunion and having to meet people all over the world and, making friends across the pond. It's absolutely the best thing I ever did.
I know. And like one little thing I just thought of is staying, and where we stay when we go on our world tours and getaways is in 4 and 5-star hotels and resorts. A lot of people, they may never experience something like that. And so when they get that opportunity, it's like, what have I been missing, all my life? Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the one in Crete is, I believe, a 4-star, but it's fully inclusive for $99 for 2 people. $99 is approximately £74 for 5 days. That's just unheard of. You can't get, I think you guys call it the Motel 6. So the cheap hotels, you can't even do that for one night.
Exactly. And then you don't want to stay there again ever, especially if you experience a 4 and 5-star hotel and resort. Yes, because
absolutely. I notice you've got maps behind you. So are you pinning all the places you want to go to and where you've been?
I am, and but I'm a little behind because already I've been on 6 trips with Travorium. And so 6, and I can't believe it. It's I may get in one more before the year is over, but that's what I do is poke little holes in the.
The average person, they might take 1 holiday a year or maybe 1 holiday every other year because they have to save up again. And you've done 6 already in 1 year.
Yes.
That is totally amazing.
Yes.
It's absolutely, that's the way to live. That's the lifestyle.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And I'm loving every minute of it and get paid too, So, yes.
Oh, you won't be far off the 2-star now. I mean, I think you'll be getting there very, very soon.
I'm working on it. And it's, and not only is it something that I'm working on for myself, but I'm rewarded over the fact that I can help to change someone else's life and to change their lifestyle. It's just really, it's overwhelming and heartwarming to know that I can do something like that with something that I enjoy so much as traveling.
Yeah. Sharing is caring.
Yes.
So that's all we're doing. We're just sharing. We're not trying to convince anybody. We're just sharing what we have because we love it.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing else we can say. It's just we love it. That is really that is it. But let me see, what else was I going to ask you? I think you are going with Tanya, I believe, on a cruise.
On a cruise next March.
Yeah,
next March. Yes, and I can't wait for that. But
is that the training again with Coach D? Is that her training?
That's what we're doing. It's going to be with
Coach D,
part of the Team Legacy.
Yeah, I thought it was. Because that sounds amazing as well.
I know that, and it's because I haven't been on a cruise for a while, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I haven't been on a cruise for over 10 years. But yeah, that sounds really good. Have you been to any other of the trainings, the ambassador trainings?
This is my first world tour, New Orleans, for the ambassador. We had the ambassador at the training, but I'm looking forward to that because that's just a little bit of something extra that you get, you know, and still you can get after you're not committed to spending all of your time and training or anything, but if it's available, then you should want to take the
Absolutely.
time to enjoy
Yeah.
that.
It also gets you pumped up, and you hear from other people. What Coach D did at the beginning was get everybody up on stage to say, you know, what they wanted to give and what they wanted to get out of the training. And that
Yes.
was just inspirational. It was so
Yes,
good. I've
it
never
was.
seen anything like it.
Yeah, because it really made you think about, you know, like what do you want to, you know, to get out of it,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I enjoyed that part of the
And
training.
in the room, we had two young lads as young as 20 and 26, I think the brothers were, to an elderly who was 84. But we were all there together. Didn't matter what age, whether they were male or female or whatever religion. It was, we were just there as a family.
Oh yes, and you know, like I didn't used to talk about my age because it really didn't matter as long as I could get around and
Yeah.
everything. But I mean, here I am, 77, you know, years old, and I can still travel. And it's something, you know, like when you get to be, you know, that age and older, you think about, well, I'm just going to sit back. You know, I'm too old to do this and too old to do that.
No.
But it is not true. You know, we need to live every day like it's the last day and enjoy it and have those memories, and you know, sharing it with, you know, new friends and old friends, and it's a way too that someone who may be on living on a limited income
Yeah.
can enjoy the benefits of not only the travel but also the income that they can make from it.
Yeah. I mean, just to supplement your pension and stuff like that, that is such a bonus, because pensions these days
Mm-hmm.
are not that good.
Mm-mm.
They definitely did not supply enough money for you to live like you did before. So that's one of the aims for me, is like, yes, I want to be able to earn enough money that I'm living comfortably, and
Mm-hmm.
just even better than comfortably, and also help other people to do the same.
Yes, yes.
But, excuse me. But yeah, is there anything about this company that you would say is the very favorite thing that you like, and what is the least thing you like?
Ooh. I'm going to start with a favorite because I don't know. I would say you're having your um, the dreams come true, your travel dreams on your that are on your life list of traveling to places that you would have never expected in your whole life, to be able to accomplish that. And the other part of that is to be able to share that same opportunity, you know, with others who just probably just think it will never happen for them in their lifetime. So that's the part that I think that I are the best things that have happened to me in Trevorium. And as far as the least, I can't think of a least.
I agree.
I can't
Oh,
think of the least. I just know that it. Another thing on the positive side is it builds your self confidence as well,
yeah,
and I just can't think of anything but the positive side. There may be things that go on the that don't have to do with the company, but it's just yourself building, you know, your business and developing yourself. But even that's worth it because we're always all learning something, you know, something every day,
yeah,
and so it's just a win-win. I can't think of anything negative.
absolutely. Well said. Well said. It's definitely a win-win. I think with the positive, having people around you that are so positive makes you feel better as well. Gives you a better outlook on life. If you're hanging around lots of negative people, doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do them any good either. So it's made such a difference in my emotional life, being part of this company, not just for the
Mhm.
travel, but the community. The community has been unbelievable. Absolutely. I've never experienced anything like it.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing. So I love it. I mean, I was widowed 18 years ago nearly, and I've had a hard time bringing up with the kids. They were very, very young. And from October to April, I always have such a hard time because it's my eldest daughter's birthday, and it's like every single birthday, my husband's death anniversary, it's all one after another. And
Mhm.
ever since I've joined this company, yes, I have the odd day where I'm sad, but nothing like I used to be. I am happier. So just for your self-worth, for your own well-being, your mental health state, this company, it's worth way more than we paid.
Yes. Yes. Great therapy. This the
Yeah,
travel. Hmm.
absolutely. The travel, the community, it's all really, really good for your self-esteem and making you feel just a lot happier.
I
A bit of
know. Yeah.
sunshine in your life.
Oh, the sunshine. Yeah. And sunshine for me, because I'm living on the West Coast, we have we don't have a lot of rain, but it rains a lot, and it's going to be cloudy in the next few days, and it'll probably
Yeah.
be cloudy until next March or so. Just to be able to know that you can travel to some place at the best price that you can get in the travel industry, to some sunshine, a beach, or whatever, and it's not going to cost you what it would be otherwise.
Yeah, it's just, I think there's so many world tours that you can pick from. Like there's Dubai going on at the moment, as well as Morocco, because Phyllis Terry just put up a post. They've arrived in Morocco.
Yes,
Um,
yes, we saw that.
yeah, there's Gerald Johnson arrived in Dubai yesterday. So there's loads going on. So it's not just one every so often. We have,
Right.
I think, over 100 over the year, don't we? So
Oh,
it's like,
yeah, that's the one thing that's confuses me a lot. There are so many opportunities and so many destinations. Where do I want to go next? And so it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like going, I'm not going to look anymore. If I look, I just want to pick something. So I'm going to leave it, get my
Hmm.
points accrued again, because I've spent quite a few points over the last few months. So yeah, accrue my points and then maybe look in January. But if I keep looking, I'll go, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one.
I know, I know. Oh, I know. There's always an opportunity somewhere to travel somewhere, even if you just do a staycation, or just
Yeah.
stay near the area that where you live. It's
Yeah.
just to get out.
Just to get out and get some fresh air somewhere. But
Hmm.
it was really, really wonderful meeting you in New Orleans. And I was so grateful that we connected. And thank you very much for joining me
Me
today. And
Oh,
hopefully I will
you're
see you on
more
a
than
world tour
welcome,
soon.
and thank you, for the opportunity, just to be able to share, myself. I'm just one of many normal people, uh, but it's just when I get the opportunity, I get excited. I probably could have talked more about, my experiences in Dubai, but I'll save
Yeah.
that for the next time.
All right. Thank you very much, Gwen. I will love you and leave you. Bye.
Okay, love you too. Love you too, and a big hug to you as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye.
bye
Mwah.
bye. Bye.
Wow. It was so nice to meet Gwen in New Orleans. And I hadn't spoken to her before. So just to meet her in real life and, be able to connect was absolutely awesome. Thank you all very much for joining me. Mwah. I'll talk to you soon.